My name is Mason Turner, and I just started my professional career with Austin FC. My coach loved me and I was doing great, but the team kept losing, and when the coach got sacked, I lost my spot in the team. So now I have to leave this club if I want any playing time. But I have to choose carefully because at 19 years of age, one bad move here could be the end of my career. But the question is, what kind of team would even take me? A 19-year-old with only 6 senior games played? Well, the sad reality is I only have a single offer to choose from. And it's from Loudoun United, a team in the USL Championship, the second division here in the US. They just got a new coach and were planning for a title push, but long-term injuries to both of their central midfielders mean they're in the market for a short-term solution, and it looks like I am their first choice.
Hey Mason, we got a lot of injuries right now, and I need a good center mid. I've been impressed watching you at Austin FC, and I'd love to bring you in on loan through the rest of the season. What do you think?
Now this is a tough decision for me. The USL is a big step down, but it's either take this loan or sit on the bench for the rest of the season at Austin. I gotta swallow my pride, but I've made up my mind. I'm going to Loudoun United on loan for the rest of the season. If I want to make it at Austin, I need to prove I can be a top player week in and week out here on loan, and Loudoun United is giving me the chance. This could be the perfect move. But there's a huge problem. My confidence has been shattered after being benched at Austin, and now I'm having trouble on the training ground. Every pass and every shot feel off, and I have a terrible first session. It's like I've completely lost touch with my abilities. And without my confidence, I've lost my 2 special play styles, long ball passing and power shooting. These are what made me such a good player, so without them, I'm nothing. Well, now I need to regain my confidence and find myself again to get my skills back. And I have to do it fast, because if my loan here ends in failure, my professional career could be over after just 1 season. But Loudoun needs me. The team wanted to push for the title, but right now we're down near the bottom of the table. And the coach has one simple message for us ahead of our next game.
I'm only going to ask for one thing all season: teamwork. Fight for each other, play simple, and I promise we will reach the playoffs. Just don't forget, the team comes first.
So in our first game, the message is clear. Teamwork is our key to success. But all I can think about right now is getting back my confidence. I need to have a good loan here to make it back to the MLS, and to do that, I need goals and assists to look good. But I'm just missing that something special. My long passes are way off, and I have no chemistry with my team. I'm giving the ball away and missing important chances. It's not been a dream start to my loan spell here, and I am looking pretty rough. The rest of the team does listen to our manager. They're playing together, keeping things simple, and it ends up paying off because we score a perfect team goal. And Loudoun United have just won my first game here on loan. It's clear our manager's onto something. Well, the dressing room's happy and the team is full of positivity after that win. Everyone seems to be doing great. That is, except for me. I'm trying to stand out and be a star, but right now, all I'm doing is giving the ball away. But on the other hand, my teammates are listening to the coach and building chemistry and winning games, even though I'm not helping out at all. So while the other players all celebrate our newfound form, I am left feeling on the outside. I'm still in the starting 11 for now, but with players coming back from injury, my time might be limited. Now my whole career, I've been a player for special moments, by scoring great goals or making hero passes for the assists. But while I'm out of confidence, none of that is possible, and the fact that I keep trying anyways is hurting the team. My selfish attempts to stand out are costing us points, and I can tell my teammates are getting annoyed. And right now, every single game matters. We're about halfway through the season and still a pretty long way off the playoff spots. But I'm so convinced if I can just have one chance come off, that would be enough to get my confidence back. However, it's simply not happening, and I just continue to make bad mistakes in these games, and ultimately, I pay the price, giving the ball away in a dangerous area, and my mistake leads to us conceding a goal that could see us drop even more points. It's been a simply horrendous start, and I could not get any lower. My teammates are furious, and the coach takes action, substituting me off in the second half. This could be an end to my Loudoun United loan, as right after I get subbed off, the team gets back into this game and at least salvages a point. No thanks to me. Well, if I'm being honest, it seems like I've failed here, and the next day in training, the coach calls me over to have a word.
Listen, Mason, I can see you're struggling, but I brought you here for a reason. That I know you can help this team. Please just listen to me and do the basics. Make the easy passes, keep your confidence up. You don't have to prove yourself because I already believe in you. Just go out there and play simple with the rest of the team. I promise you'll be your best in no time.
Well, to be honest, I'm shocked. Despite my terrible performances, the manager shows me unconditional support. It's the first time in my career I haven't had to fight for approval. But the crazy part is, it works. His confidence in me has kickstarted my own confidence in myself, and he set an example for me and the team. If we support each other, we will win together. Now I just have to listen, keep it simple, and support my teammates. Instead of looking for the amazing passes over the top, I'm just playing with my teammates. Maybe it's not the flashiest, but I can feel it working as my confidence slowly comes back. And as the team continues to win, even without my help, we're definitely on the path to the playoffs. I'm playing my part, and for the first time, I'm feeling a part of this team. But building up my confidence is gonna be a slow process. I'm focusing on playing simple, but I haven't had a single goal contribution all season. And even though the manager is very patient with me, I know that I have to start pulling my weight at some point because we're struggling to score in recent games and it's costing us points. And with only 10 games left in the season, my time has to come now because every single game matters. And slowly but surely, my confidence is coming back. And even if I'm not at my absolute peak, that doesn't mean I can't help this team. And as I drive forward against Louisville City, it's enough to get my first assist of the season. We've broken the deadlock and won one of the most important games of our season. And finally, I've got an assist. Now, I need to help Loudoun finish the season strong in a playoff spot. But to do that, I need to get my confidence all the way back, and I'm not quite there yet. What's it gonna take to get back to full confidence and regain my special skills? I better figure that out fast, because as we concede a goal, it looks like we might be headed for a huge loss. What can I do to help us? Well, the coach promised us earlier that if we fight for each other, we will succeed. That's gotta be my key. If I can win the respect of my teammates with a tough tackle or something, maybe that'll reignite our team spirit. So that's exactly what I try here, winning the ball back and eventually receiving a tackle of my own. This game is getting fiery, but it looks like it's working. My teammates watch on as the intensity is kicked up, and it seems to light a fire under us as immediately after that, they start retaliating, not only fighting for each other, but for me specifically. The game has completely changed, and Loudoun United are fighting for every ball and most importantly, for each other. And that's all it takes to get me back to full confidence. They believe in me, and now I believe in myself. And getting my confidence back means I've got my skills back. Long ball passing and power shooting are now back on the menu. It's time to show Loudoun United and the fans the skills that they've been missing from me all season long as I play a perfect ball over the top that is finished to get us back into this game. It's been a long time since I've pulled off one of those, but it's a familiar feeling. This is the style of play that I've had my whole career, and it's just coming back. But I am not done yet. We still need a goal to win, and I have another tool in my locker here. This time, it's a long shot to put us in front. Loudoun United go on to win an incredibly important game, and for the first time all season, it's thanks to me. I've trusted in my team, I've listened to the coach, and now I can put the finishing touches on top of that with my ability to pass and shoot. And now we have 7 games left. This is just enough time for me to really show what I've got at the tail end of the season. I've got my special skills back, and I'm about to make the most of them. And now that I'm back at my best, it seems like we might be shoo-ins for the playoffs. The team was doing pretty well with me offering basically nothing all season, and now that I'm actually helping the team out, we're looking great. My first professional season has not been easy, but I've learned so much and I've matured a lot, and now I'm putting in great performances and have quickly grown into our most dangerous player. But the one thing I've learned this season is it's not about me, it's about the team and achieving our goals together. So now I'm using my abilities to help us finish the season strong and secure a spot in the playoffs. And it's worked. I truly feel like a part of the team now as we finally achieve our goal. We finished the season in 3rd place, but now the real challenge starts because there's a feeling we could win the entire competition. There's only 4 games standing in our way. Loudoun United is full of confidence and we've been playing well. I truly think we're the team to beat at the moment. We just have to keep it up. And now that I'm at my best, I've probably become our most important player. I'm scoring or assisting almost every single game, and still being a team player while doing that And as long as I'm given the space and freedom to play the way I want to, it seems like Loudoun United are unstoppable. Now, I learned a lot this season about teamwork and playing simple when we have to, but that doesn't mean that I can't add some individual brilliance on top of it as I continue with the goal contributions through the playoffs, pretty much carrying this team at times in the most important part of our season. And now with a win in the semifinals, we've booked ourselves a spot in the USL Championship final. And now only one more game stands between us and glory. It all comes down to this. Well, this is by far the biggest game of my career so far, but instead of feeling the pressure, I'm still full of confidence. I live for big occasions, and I feel like this is my time to shine. We kick off the game in great form because we're the team to beat, but El Paso know that, and they've got an idea on how to beat us. And it involves stopping me. They're man-marking me and packing our midfield and shutting off all of our chances. They know I've been Loudoun's best player, and unfortunately, they're shutting me out of the game. For a team so focused on playing together, I've become our go-to player recently, and that's not good. We create almost nothing in the first 45, and things look bad as the first half ends scoreless. How are we going to turn this around? Well, we look to our manager, who hasn't let us wrong yet, and he has a solution.
Guys, listen up. They're overloading the midfield to shut Mason out of the game, but that's leaving our wings wide open. We have one goal in the second half, and that is to get the ball to the wide players. If you do this, we win the game. Simple as that.
Well, the second half starts, and my role to play now is clear. I'm not going to be the hero. My goal is to draw out pressure and help our team get the ball to our wingers. If there's one thing I've learned this season, it's the value of teamwork, and I am determined to play my part. The only problem is we're having difficulty actually pulling off these tactics. Our team is trying to force the ball to our wingers under pressure, and we're still having no success. And as we're struggling to master these tactics, El Paso have a very clear game plan, and they're creating a lot of chances here in the second half as they come dangerously close to scoring. We are hanging on by a thread right now, and this game could go either way. And this is where I have to step in. Sometimes being a big game player doesn't mean scoring the winning goal. It means helping your team achieve their tactics. And if success for us means getting the ball to our wide players, that's something I can do because now that I've got all my skills back, long ball passing is one of my specialties. Well, with just seconds remaining until extra time, my ball over the top finds its way all the way out wide. It's finally starting to click as Loudoun United are pulling off exactly what our manager wanted to see, and the final shot of the game is in the back of the net. It's an amazing end to the game, and although I wasn't man of the match and I didn't score the game winner, I learned something more valuable tonight: how to help my team win using my unique abilities when our backs are against the wall. I've matured and grown more than I could possibly have imagined this season, and now that Loudoun United have secured the USL Championship, I think I can confidently say this loan move was a success. But the big question is, what comes next? I learned a lot, but was this loan move really enough to give me a second chance at Austin FC? Well, with my future on the line, I go to have another chat with the manager.
You did great on loan, Mason. Well done. But unfortunately, I still haven't changed my mind. I don't see you getting regular minutes on my team next season. If you want to play and you can find another club, you're welcome to leave.
Well, I'm devastated. All that hard work this season, just to be told for a second time that I don't have a future here, that hurts. But the difference now is I've got my confidence. And rather than get upset, it's time to look for new opportunities. But what club would even take me right now? Well, growing up, it was always my dream to play in the same team as my best friend, Jalen Davis, and now he's become a superstar at New York City FC. And because they're so desperate to keep him happy, he reaches out with an offer for me.
Mason, I told my manager we should sign you next season, and I think they're interested. You should come to New York City so we could play together. Then our dream could come true.
So all of a sudden, I could fulfill a lifelong dream of playing with my best friend in my hometown, New York. But that's not the only offer I got. My ex-manager, Marcel Hoffmann, has moved back to his home country to take over fallen German giants Schalke. He was one of my biggest fans at Austin and has asked the club to bring me abroad. So now I have a huge decision to make. Do I join my best friend at the club that rejected me as a kid? Or do I go to Germany to play for a big club and reunite with the manager that started my whole career? Let me know what you think in the comments. And hey, if you've enjoyed the storylines and action in this series, go check out patreon.com/respectthejeff and subscribe to download my career mode challenges guide. It's packed with 50 unique scenarios that you can use in your own FC24 career mode saves. Plus, every subscription helps me make this kind of content, so any support is hugely appreciated. Thank you all so much for watching, and I hope to see you again soon.